Well, today's video is going to be an installation and demonstration of a Plussino wall-mounted fishing rod rack. So Plussino sent me this and asked me if I'd demo it for him, so sure, why not? So once you open the box, pull out the rack, you can see it comes with mounting hardware. Comes with instructions. Pretty nice wall mount rack. It's got 5 mounting holes, which will be great. It's cam operated, so you lift up the cams to hold your fishing rod. Each one of the cams is rubber coated on the face and also on the side that it clamps to, so it won't damage your rods at all. So Plussino fishing rod wall mounted rack. Let's install it and see how it works out. So you can see this rack here to hold about 20 rods. I got rod holders all over it, but it's not very convenient because when you go to take one out, the handles of all of them hang up and several will come out at a time. And of course you might want the one in the back, and that gets into a whole nother scenario. So I like to keep rods rigged for fresh and salt water. So basically I need a wall mounted rod rack where I can keep the 4 or 5 that I'm going to use most of the time, depending on whether I'm fishing salt or fresh water. So here's another type of storage idea, a ceiling mounted rack system. These are for ones I don't use much, but every once in a while I'll have to get a ladder out, get one down, and rotate them in and out of the rods I'm currently using. So I'm going to mount it right here on the wall on my garage, about 5 foot off the ground. And what I've done is I've taken a hammer and I'm trying to find a stud. So if you listen, hollow, 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 real solid right there. So this nail right here is marking a stud. I'd like at least one of the screws to go into wood. So once I got that stud marked and I got a finish nail just tacked into it, I can slide the rod holder over that finish nail, put a small plumber's level on it, once I got the plumber's level in the level position, I can mark the 5 mounting holes. So this is my stud. On this one I won't need to put an anchor. On the other 4 I'll need to put anchors in. Okay, my anchors are about 1/4 inch, so I got a 3/16 inch drill bit, and I'll just drill a hole for the anchors to go into. Try not to pull insulation out when I do it. All right, I just did a 3/16 inch hole, and I'll just take and tap the anchors into the wall now. I actually stuck my insulation back in when I do it. Okay, I got all my anchors in. I know this first hole's on a stud, so it'll take a screw directly into the wood. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it on the center anchor first and go ahead and screw that one in. And when you do that, you want to make sure your cams are all up. And you can just line up the holes with the anchors. Okay, so I know this one right here is going to go into wood, so it's going to be a little harder than the other 4. All right, nice and secure. Nice and level. And then, like I said, it's mounted so the cams go in the up position. Okay, the only thing left to do is demo how rods go in and out the rack. So you can see they're very easily put in. You can stagger the height of the rod so the reels don't hit each other. See, like right here, I got 2 up high and 1 down low. Works out perfect. So I've got about 9-foot ceilings where I decided to install it, so it works out perfect. I can stagger the real heights. I can stagger how the rods are in there. I could have up to 9 in here, and all you do to take it out is just lift up on the rod away from the cam. To reinstall it, you just push up on the cam, slide the rod in, and let go. What I like to do is I like to keep the 4 or 5 rods that I'm going to use the next day handy. I re-rig with all new bait, so this will be the perfect setup for that. I'll be able to have the rods I'm going to use rigged to take out in my kayak, and I usually use somewhere between 4 to 5 rods in the kayak, and when I go out in the flatboat I'll take 8. So this will let me pre-rig 8 rods. I'll have them all ready for the next day. All I got to do is come to this rack. I don't have to sort through them all out of these other racks. So that's a wrap up on the installation and usage of the Plussino wall-mounted fishing rod rack. Make sure you check out the links in the description box to get access to this product. I think I'm going to really like it to have my rods prepped the day before, all in one spot, the ones I'm going to take on each individual trip. So till the next video, get out there and go fishing.